Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you feel like you go through things alone?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Because that strong friend really never really has another strong friend.
Right.
I'll put it to you that way. It's like, I have times where I'm talking to people about things that I'm dealing with or going through, and I'm not receiving the feedback that I think I organically should be receiving. I always say if I'm talking to someone and I hear a bunch of, yeah, that's crazy, I understand, I'm not being heard.
Yeah.
Because I'm a type of person where I like words, use your words. I'm coming to you because I really need some advice. And if you're just giving me that comfort, but not the consultation, then, you know, I shouldn't have brought that to you. So I keep a lot of things to myself for that specific reason, because if you're not necessarily going through some of the things that I'm bringing to you, you won't really be able to speak to it. So that always keeps it for me to just keep it to myself, and I deal with it. I talk to myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I have conversations with myself often. I could do something. I could be around the house, and I'd be like, "Nah, you started cleaning up, but you went and grabbed your phone and you sat down and started watching TV. Why would you do that?" So now you're putting off something that you need to get done when you could just got it done in that moment. But what's on TV that's so important? What's in this phone that's so important? And it's like, check yourself. So yeah, I deal with a lot of shit by myself.
Yeah, I feel like it too, but because I don't like being like I ain't gonna say a burden on people, but I don't like telling people my problems. I just want you to see like what I present to you, like it look like I'm fine. But lately, yeah, I haven't, because it kind of just be like, if I'm telling you what I'm going through, it's really like I'm at the lowest point of my life right now. Like I really just need somebody. So yeah, like lately I've been, but I like to keep things to myself.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's really not, because if I feel like, why am I taking somebody something I don't feel like they can help me with? I'm bringing you into a world you don't need to be into. That's why I feel like therapy is so strong, and you know, you're paying all these people thousands of money.
So you've been to therapy?
I haven't, but I'm going.
I want to go too.
I'm going. It's on my to-do list for 2023. For shit sure. For shit sure. And I need to find one that is, you know, friendly with the. I don't need to go sit with Mr. Schmidt and the rest of them, because you pay just to sit there and go, so that's my childhood. No. Like, I want a motherfucker that's gonna sit there and be like, listen, so realistically, blah, 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 lay that shit down to me, rather than sit there and try to, like, there's a way to analyze and be heard versus analyzing and it's rehearsed. I don't want to go to that type of therapist. I want a therapist that's literally going to speak to me to the core.
Yeah. So do you check up on your people, or do they check up on you?
I would say 60-40, sometimes 70-30. I will, before I call, because, oh gosh, I hate the phone. Oh my gosh, I hate to be on the phone. I really, really do. And I don't know if it's as I've gotten older, is that something that I just despise sitting on a phone. So I'll text, but like for my parents, I'll call them. I don't really text them, but like some of my friends, I'll text them, hey, just checking in on you. You good? Good morning, good evening, good, you know, whatever, just something. Just want to put my ears, my eyes on you. So that's my version of checking up on people. Or I'll just pull up, whether it be your job, whether it be you always bring your dog to the park. I'm gonna come up to the park. I don't even want to be around all them dogs, but I want to see you. So I apply myself to those that I need to.
When was the last time someone checked up on you?
My gosh, what was that, Saturday? I checked up on my friend Pt.2, Chris. What's up, bro? And literally he pulled up Saturday night. We ended up hanging out, and literally we had a conversation, and it was like I have not seen him damn near almost 2 months. We've talked, we've texted, but we did not lay eyes on each other since we went on a trip. And he was like, please never let that happen again. And that meant so much to me, because here it is, I'm thinking, I'm giving you the space because you're dealing with what you're dealing with, and you're handling the things that you gotta handle, that me bothering you every other day, like, hey, what's going on, what's going on? I know you do. I know you, and that's the thing, when he said that, he was like, I don't give a damn what's going on, and like, never let us go that long without seeing each other. And that meant the world to me, because everybody wants that knowing of being admired, needed, cherished, respected. We all require that in life. So him saying that led me to see that I gotta do better. I have to do more. Instead of putting it on him like, well, the phone works two ways. No, you're absolutely right. I should have never let it be that length of time before we've seen each other. Right. Or, you know, phone call is a phone call, a text is a text, but I need to see you, whether it be go get a motherfucking croissant. I just need to lay eyes on you. Right. So I want to gain better relationship with myself and friends and family with doing that. Because, like I said, I'm not an introvert, but I have my moments where I just want to be myself. And I will take that and just strive with it. And when I see you, I see you. Right. So, but yeah, that was the last person that checked up on me.
So when you're going through some things and you're not feeling your best, how do you get back to yourself?
Simple. I do things that make me happy. Whether it be going to the gym, going shopping, getting something off Amazon. It'd be the littlest things that make me so happy. Like everybody, like, they're gonna see this and they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, they're like, how do you get excited about a toaster? Why is this air fryer so, like, you're really, like, the simplest things, like, oh my gosh, I saw this canister and I want to get this canister. Like, little things like that make me happy because being the person that I am, I'm a giver. Yeah. So the littlest things make me happy. I don't need the most extravagant things. I'm gonna give you this as homework. Okay. The next moment or time or reason or season that you have where you're journaling, on that sheet of paper, before you journal so much of it down, look at what you wrote, and then right underneath that, I want you to put some pros to what you wrote and some cons to what you wrote. And that's when the analyzing is going to start happening right there and then. And that's how you're going to start to find those solutions. Because you can look at the reason of why this is, how it could be, what could you possibly do to change it, or when you notice that this is something that's going on, what can I use to put in place of it? Because it's like you're looking at it and it's there, so it's a problem. Now, you have to look at that problem and say, do I want to change that? Do I want to fix that? Do I want to see this problem in 48 hours to 2 weeks? So you're working at it, not just having it as this is what I went through that day. Kind of take it and make it a game, make it fun.
Yeah, so even like now, I've been journaling for like 3 years, so if I look back and I just read or something and I just see how far I've came, and like I'm not in that same place no more, so I am making progress. Because you know, sometimes you feel like you're not doing enough or you haven't gotten anywhere, and I look back and I'm like, well, I'm not there anymore. So I am.
Well, worse, somebody tell you, oh, you doing the same thing you was doing 2 years ago. I might be doing the same dance, but I ain't doing the same moves, babe. Let's be very motherfucking clear. Let's be very motherfucking clear. You may have noticed that because there was a realization within what you saw that kind of reminisced to what that was. But trust me, if that was me at that time, I'm not that person now because I'm not doing it the same way. You just noticed that kind of attitude that I had or that behavior that I represented, but in my mental, it's somewhat different. Right. I'm not doing it that same exact way. So it's like, it's all about growth and challenging yourself at looking at your problems and literally making them nothing but solutions, creating a result out of it. You know, like nothing changes overnight. The only thing that changes is the hours in the day.
I know, and sometimes you have to change up your old life to start a new life. Yeah. Because it ain't gonna happen.
I started 72 new lives. Like,
it ain't gonna work.
Every day I'm like, you know what, tomorrow I'm gonna do this. And it's like, when I don't do it, I beat myself up because I'm like, when something happens, I'm like, see there? That's exactly why you should have made sure that was done. And you knew that was going to happen, but you didn't do what needed to be done in order for it not to happen. So you know what? Go through it. Go through it and handle it because you welcomed that situation on because you knew what you had to do, but you didn't do it. Right. If you think back to where it's like when your parents would tell you something and they're like, don't do it because I'm telling you not to do it because this is going to happen. And you're like, oh my gosh, you're so fucking annoying. Like, shut up. But what happened? Exactly what they told you was going to happen and happened. And you're like, fuck. So as a kid looking at that, knowing that you couldn't really do much about it, but as an adult, you have more resources to get things done, start making those changes. And that starts with you. Nobody else can help you with that. It has to be like you. Because being in a state of depression is fun for nobody. And it's like one of those things where like the way and the course of the world right now, it's like, handle your shit, because people are getting more selfish and people are getting more greedy. So it's like when you notice that it's a lot of things that's going on and it can be like a ball of confusion and sometimes you just don't know how to get out of it, but you have to bring yourself out of it by doing things that are so positive for yourself Self is so important that we really don't give ourselves a lot of credit. And it's only because we're looking at day-to-day people on social media or any other form of entertainment, and we're like, damn, look how good their life is. But we don't know what they didn't post. We don't know what they didn't write. We don't know what they're not singing about. Right. You know, we just, everything, we look at the glitz and glam of things of life, of these people who we put as the upper echelon of folk. Like they just have this green light of life. And no, there's a lot of things that many people think they have a handle on that they don't, but we're not going to see that. So you don't always have to put that out there as well.
Exactly. Like,
you don't always have to put your negatives out there.
Right. I like people
see my rewards,
yeah.
babe. I don't need you to see my, but then I don't mind you seeing my struggle, because my struggle might help somebody else who's dealing with the same struggle. So you're going to see what I want you to see.
Right.
And that's the thing about it. I feel like most people need to understand what life is. Literally, you set the tone for what you want to see. It's no longer up to your parents. It's no longer up to your siblings, your aunts, uncles, grannies, best friends. And it's you. You are the root of all of your problems. You have to dig deep into yourself to want to see the better outcome. You're going to want to dig deep into yourself to see the better solution. And just great in general, it starts with yourself. I don't depend on nobody to make my life better. I sat here the other day and I was like, damn, 5-10 years from now, what am I going to be doing? And it was hard because I had no answer. Absolutely no answer. And I'm just like
that question because I just don't know.
And the thing is, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people always hit you with that 5 and 10 years. Where do you see yourself? I don't want to see myself. I don't want to see myself 5 or 10 years.
Yeah,
I pray that I make it to that 5 or 10 years.
And I can be
in the way that
more
I
than what I said I was going to be.
Exactly, because I don't want to set a limit for where I'm going to go. 5, 10 years from now, I want to be a millionaire. Don't happen, then what?
All right.
Here comes that, what I talked about in the beginning. That is that defining factor of, you know, a disappointment. And now I'm falling deeper into depression because I was like, damn, I said I was going to have this by the time and I ain't nowhere near it. Unrealistic goals are something that needs to be left in the dust. Set a goal that you can obtain. Okay, you know what? Realistically, I want to have $3,000 in the bank within the next 60 days. You want to know how that can be done? I got to put in the fucking work to make sure that can happen. Can I do it? 100%. Knock out the silly things that I don't need to do. Focus on the things that will bring that income in, and it's going to be in there probably before the 60 days because I put in the work. Right. So that starts with me again. So sense of self is very, very important. Rely on yourself, but then, you know, take a bit away from your friends. Take a bit from these people that you idolize and look after and look up to. Take notes and things from them, but don't take their life because you don't know what they do that you don't see.
Right.
So that's that on that.
Okay, I like that. That's nice. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed something. Got something from this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.